Okay guys, so I just posted a highlighting and contouring video, and if you were wondering where I've been or how come I haven't posted a video in so long, check that video out. It's in my little intro before I start the video. So I don't want to put that in this one too, so I just want to get started. This video is going to be a new series that I'm putting on my channel called the Impressed or Depressed. And basically that means I'm going to just review one product that I've recently bought, or it might be a new product out, and I'm going to tell you, like, I'm going to do a tutorial on it and show you how I like it, if I think it's worth buying, if I'm impressed or depressed with it. The product is going to be the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation. It is supposed to do the job of 3 products. It's supposed to conceal, prime, and be a foundation. It says that it has all-day flawless coverage. So I'm going to give you guys a tutorial on this and let you know how I like it. So if you want to see how this foundation works, just keep watching. And I first heard about this through some other girls on YouTube. It's been highly raved about, and I'm always up for a drugstore foundation because anytime I can pay cheaper for something, I'm definitely going to. So let me tell you what it says. It's called CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation plus sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 20, shade 810 Classic Ivory. This is going to show backwards, but you know, 810. I'll take a picture and put it on here. And so the claims are all day flawless coverage, lasting power of primer, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation in one, shine free. So this is supposed to do 3 jobs in one. So it should act as your primer, your foundation, and your concealer. So we're going to apply this. But before then, I just want to tell you guys that I've heard a lot of rave about this, and I'm always like the oddball out because every time something's really raved about and I try it, I hate it. So I don't know why that is, but like there are just some things that everybody talks about that I just don't like or that don't work for me. So if you're one of those people, you might want to try this out too. But I wanted to give it a try because you never know unless you try, because you can't just really go off of reviews that everybody talks about because everyone's skin's different, everyone's skin acts different, so you kind of just have to do a trial and error and decide for yourself if you like it or not. So it comes in this little pump formula, and I love a pump on foundations. And I think that you can actually lock the foundation, which is good for traveling. You can see that I'm twisting it there. So I'm going to apply this with my Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki brush. This is my favorite foundation brush, by the way. And I'm also going to be using this Beauty blending sponge, and I'll do half of my face with the sponge and half of my face with the brush, just so you can see the difference. And we might see, you know, that the sponge did better or the brush did better, or if they look the same. And these, I've had a lot of questions about these before I start applying it. These 2 products are my favorite things to apply foundation with. I know I've told you that before, but I've got a lot of questions on what the best tools are to get a nice even coverage with your foundation instead of like splotchiness or, you know, just having lines. These 2 are my holy grail blending products for foundation. So that's the Beauty Blending Sponge. You can get this at Ulta for like $3.99. I think the brand is called Swissco. And then the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki Brush F80 on Sigma.com, and I think it is $18 maybe. And that's pretty cheap considering all the other prices of brushes. So let me stop rambling and we will start applying the product. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of this on I just put it right on top of the brush. Move my hair out of my face. And so we'll do this side of the face with the brush. So you can see it's a pretty thick foundation. And I love to use a primer. Sometimes I use 2 primers because I use one for hiding or minimizing pores, and then the other one to control redness. So since I'm doing an impressed video, I don't want to use any products under it, over it. I just want you to see what it looks like for yourself without anything to assist the foundation or to change the appearance of it, because you obviously, some people don't like to put anything under it and some don't like to put anything over it. So this is a win-win for everybody. That way, you know, if you like it, you can still put stuff under it if you want to. Okay, so you can see that half of my face has foundation. And honestly, my skin today isn't really that red, so you can tell that this one has some imperfections as far as like the coloration, but you can see on this side that it really did even out my skin tone, you know, and the color, and there's no redness hardly. So I think it did a pretty good job as far as with the brush. And anytime you use the brush, you just want to make sure you just buff it out. And okay, so next we're going to use this little sponge to apply it with. And I just put some on there like that. And you're going to dab this all over your face. Sometimes you'll have to use a little bit more product with the sponge just because it absorbs, obviously because it's a sponge, more than the brush would. Okay, so you can see that the foundation pretty much looks the same on both sides, but I feel like this one covered a little bit more redness, maybe because I applied more product, or the sponge might have had something to do with that. So let me try to apply some more on this side with the brush and see if it covers up. Which you might not be able to see it on camera, but I can see a little bit of redness right there, and that's normal for me. So that's something I really look for in a foundation, is to see if it'll cover up that redness there. Yeah, so I did a little bit more, used a little bit more product there, and you can see that it covered that redness up that I had. Let me make sure I got all this taken care of. We don't want any lines on our face. Okay, so this is the foundation, no primer, no powder over top, just the foundation itself, because no concealer, because this product says that it's 3-in-1. It does all 3 jobs instead of having to use 3 products. So I don't really have any large blemishes or any breakouts on my face right now, so I can't really say that it worked good as a concealer. Now, it did conceal the redness I have right here pretty good, so I will give it that. I think the coverage is really good, and I really liked the consistency. Like, I always like liquid foundations, so that wasn't really a big deal for me. So I think that as far as the consistency, it applied good, and the coverage was good. Primer, I don't know how good of a primer it is, because I always wear primers underneath of my foundation. So maybe if I wear this, I'll comment in the bottom bar below how this worked throughout the day without any primer underneath of it. That way, you know if it works good for all 3 jobs that it says it does. But it does say all day flawless coverage. And I would say that it is flawless coverage. And it's not really, let me look in the mirror. It's not really it's more of a natural finish foundation, because you have pretty much dewy, then you have natural, and then matte. I wouldn't go as far to say that it's matte, and I wouldn't say that it's dewy. So I definitely think it is in between with natural. But I'm not really sure how much I paid for this, to be honest. I kind of forgot. But I know that I got it from Walgreens. And sometimes you can catch a deal with them. You can buy one product and get another product of CoverGirl half off. But I would definitely recommend this foundation. I really like how it applied, and of course I'm going to let you know how I liked it without a primer below, and I'll let you know how long it wears because it does say all day flawless coverage. But I definitely think this is a foundation worth buying. It's, you know, inexpensive. It's from the drugstore. I think it covers as good as some higher end foundations I've tried. To be honest, it kind of reminds me of the Makeup Forever HD foundation consistency, but better, because I hated the Makeup Forever HD foundation, which is a foundation that everyone raved about and said they loved, but didn't work for me. So I feel like this would be a good alternative, but even better because I couldn't get the other HD foundation to like blend into my skin, whereas this really blended in good and it went on flawlessly. So I would definitely purchase this instead of the Makeup Forever HD if you're trying to save money. I love giving you guys products that you can afford because I'm in college. I know how it is. Stuff's expensive, and, you know, we try to get by and get something just as good for cheaper. You know, obviously there's nothing wrong with that. So I would definitely get this and try it out, and if you don't like it, maybe give it to a friend or something and see if they like it. But again, like I said, you just have to try it and see how it works on your skin because everybody's different. So I would definitely say that I am impressed with this foundation. So that's really all I have to say about the foundation. I'm definitely impressed with it. Some other things I want to mention before I end the video. You guys know that I've been working on upgrading getting more subscribers, and I'm at 70 right now, and I've told you guys several times, whenever I reach 100 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway. It will be a giveaway of all kinds of my favorite products, so please, please, please subscribe. And if you subscribe, you will be entered in the giveaway, and I will make a video of the giveaway rules and all that so you know how to enter and to make sure that you're entered. So please, please, please subscribe. I just can't stress it enough. And I know that a lot of people say that they don't have an account to subscribe, but Google is connected like with YouTube. So if you have a Google account, you should be able to use that to log in on your YouTube account, just to let you know that. But other than that, I don't really have any other details to tell you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe. Bye.